Bugsy, and it is the ever perverted game. I am the perv wolf now. Shut up, game. Say, Bugsy, why can you have musical breaks? Oh, when you do your fan basher stuff, but I can't. I never do. I never do, and it's so messed up that you do this to me. And that's them. You say you're a perv wolf now. People I mean, dude, we're trying to grow an audience, not freaking scare them away. While you're in a Batman costume trying to flash people. Dude, that has never happened. Spring break 6 years ago. Why would you remember that? Because you did that. And guess who had to bail you out? Yeah, it was you and Logan. I remember. So, Bugsy, what are we doing? We're gonna be talking about the Sonic fandom, but we are not talking about that one dude that did the stuff to the little girls. Oh. I mean, people, but, you know, me, Bugsy, personally, I'm not gonna leave this fandom just because of a few crazy people. Dude, because people, think about it. Do we even contact these crazy people? Do we even contact Not Whole Resident? Do we contact Chris Chan? Do we contact that that one dude? Nah, it's just people in the fandom that we don't really talk about because of reputation. So we shouldn't trip out about it. Do 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 do. What do you think about Ken Penders, Bugsy? Oh, okay. Let me talk about Ken Penders for a minute. See, Ken Penders is what I would like to call, he was all in for the money, and really, that's all it was. He was like, you know what? I can do my Knuckles comic if I can just do this lawsuit. But also, I want to make a lot of money from a comic that I haven't written in, like, I don't know how long, like in a decade. So, I'm gonna get money for that. And I wish it would have went in Archie's way, because they would have still got to do the freaking thing, and freaking Ken would be like, ah! And now he just took Julie Sue, and it freaking just, ugh. I don't like that design, and I'm not a person that hates designs. It's just that one was horrendous, people. Oh my god. But, I'm not here to talk about that. It breaks my heart when I talk about that. We need a recent one. I didn't like this dude. He went at it. Yes, he reminds me of when you had that rage.
Hey guys, this is Sonic93. This time we're going to rant about the Sonic fanbase.
This fanbase is simply the worst one we've ever seen. It's just complaints, drama, and arguments everywhere.
Yeah, we didn't know where to start. They're complaining about anything, and I mean anything about the franchise, even the most ridiculous things.
Like green eyes or couples. This fanbase is so horrible that we don't think any other fanbases can catch up to it.
Oh, trust me.
They are similar fanbases, but they still...
Let me tell you something. One Piece. Look at the One Piece fandom, and then you'll see the true face of the team. They are the most meanest parts of that fanbase. Anyways, not even the point. And yes, I do believe that the Sonic fanbase...
That's just how bad it really is.
Some people say that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is worse than Sonic, but it's so not.
That fanbase is pretty bad too, but it's not as
differences between them is that My Little Pony, there are bronies, find ponies hot, but they at least love everything the show has to offer,
Yep.
which is that the Sonic fanbase don't think.
The Sonic fanbase does the opposite. Instead, they just hate everything.
Other fanbases that
That's
love
true.
everything the franchise has to offer is Zelda.
You ain't even gonna say anything, but you just gonna say that's true.
No complaints from them either.
The main complaint I hear about from Mario and Zelda is Navi and Peach.
Other than that, nothing.
Other franchises that are bad but not equally bad as Sonic is Naruto, Justin Bieber, and Twilight.
Oh my god.
Naruto, there are these yaoi fanbrats. Justin Bieber, they love him so much that if you offend them, their excuses are, "You're just jealous." With Twilight,
No, with Justin Bieber, it's like all those fangirls defend him, even though they know that he's done messed up to them. And really, I don't get that. I don't get that mentality. I really don't, because the dude's a slime ball, and that's just putting it nicely. Trust me. If I was more angry, ooh, the stuff I would say about him, and probably his mother.
no comment there. All of it's like, "Oh, it was so hot. Jacob, marry me." They even pretend to marry them because one person makes dolls of it. At least with Edward, that is. I heard of it on the news once.
Yeah, that's pretty odd.
Oh god.
You might think like, but since you're a Sonic fan, you see this every day. Other
look at
franchises are like that
lifeless.
too. Just you wait and
What are we
see, and
gonna
let's
do,
explain it's
Bugsy?
not like that.
She's dead, man. She's
Yeah, many things to talk about.
dead.
Sadly, since the fanbase is so horrible that if you have another opinion, they go straight to your page of any website you're a member of and bash you.
No matter what it is. If you like a certain thing and someone else doesn't, they always get like, "How can you like this? You're not a true Sonic fan."
They mostly said that with Sonic Ghost.
Personally, kids, let me tell you about being a true Sonic fan. It's about loving Sonic as a character. How he's fast, how he's free. How he really, in a sense, doesn't really give a crap about certain things except for helping his friends and doing what he can. Sonic's basically about nature over it has an environmental message basically. And I looked at Crack's little video about him, like, yeah, you guys would know this a little bit more if you watch 7 AM, because that pretty much shows the environmental message just right there. So, what else do I gotta say? Tap in on my Fender. Being a Sonic fan is rolling with the changes. Not constantly complaining about every little freaking thing that comes away. Oh, Sonic's eyes are green. Sonic is too tall. Sonic is this. Sonic is that. Sonic has a new voice, Roger Craig Smith, and oh my god, he sounds so horrible. I mean, yeah, once I was like you, I'd be complaining about Jason Griffith, and then I took the time to actually just enjoy Jason Griffith's voice. After doing that little campaign of having Ryan Drummond do the voice in Brawl, and it was too late anyway. I mean, when we think about it, it was too late to get him to do the voice of Sonic anyway. I don't think the dude would actually ever really come back, guys. And I want to just tell you that straight up. If anybody was still kind of holding hope for that, I think it's better that way. Sonic's voice, changes because he's old. He gets older, thus his voice will change. When it's his anniversary sometimes, and when he's getting to his 20s, they switched him out with Roger Craig Smith. And you guys are like, oh my god, Roger Craig Smith is so bad. Roger Craig Smith to me sounds like an older Sonic, and I gotta tell you, I enjoy that. And people say, oh, and freaking asshats like our vids would say, oh, you know, Sonic fans, they eat up any Sonic thing that's given to them. Let me tell you something, Gligar vids. I don't care if you were an employee or if that's what you've been claiming it to be. Personally, let me tell you a little something about Sonic fans getting games. We'll only get the game if we look at it and we see and we feel like, oh, this is gonna be pretty fun. I mean, it really depends on a person's opinion of said game. You know, if it don't look good, no one's gonna get it. If it does look good and fun, we'll get it and play it. I mean, I don't like our vids and how he kind of looks down at his fans like, oh, you shouldn't be playing this game, you should be playing that game. It just really made me want to beat him down because, honestly, you ain't the judge of a Sonic game since you're saying you out of the fandom. Okay? Okay there, dude. So, leave Sonic alone. I'm just saying, and the thing is, he does the whole Sonic thing to piss everybody off. And that ain't right. You're just doing that so you can freaking get more people to dislike your video, which will probably get you more views because more people will be like, oh, did you hear what Gligar bitch said about Sonic Boom? Stuff like that. And you know, honestly, Gligar vids, I really don't care what you guys say because you don't care about what anybody else has to say when they're trying to defend something. You're just like, oh, I don't freaking care. And even Nick on Aqua Magma said, even when someone's trying to talk to you, you only see it your way, and you don't try to get anybody else's opinion. And I feel like that's kind of messed up. You know, you don't try to hear anybody out. And you're like, oh, no, my opinion's better. Oh. See, at least I'm able to listen to people, you know? I'm like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. Oh, I'll take this into consideration next time I talk about this. You know, but Gligar vids, he just keeps on going with the Sonic hate. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that, you know, really pile on the Sonic hate. And, you know, Mario to Plumber, he really piles it on. And personally, that dude, that guy. That freaking guy. But then, you know, we also have good guys in the fandom, like Chris, the owner of Tails' channel, and he gives us all the Sonic news. And we got Michael Hunter. You know, he did the human Sonic thing, and he also showcases like a number of these Sonic fan games from Sage that I even got the privilege to play, and they were fun. They're fun. They're honestly fun. And I would like to tell you, okay, but being a true Sonic fan is enjoying Sonic completely. Enjoying Sonic, calling Sega out when a game is bad if you feel that way, but enjoying Sonic on the whole, and not tripping out if there's Sonic porn and you're like, oh my god, ooh, there's Sonic porn. I mean, you shouldn't even care. If you really don't want to see the Sonic porn, don't see the Sonic porn. Jesus. Rule number 1 of the internet: any and all the series, be you video game, be you book, be you TV show, it's gonna get turned into porn, people. One way or another, it'll get turned into porn. So, there you go. I mean, if the couples bother you that much, freaking don't even get involved. If freaking recolors bother you that much, you shouldn't care. You should just be like, don't give it a second thought, just because that, you know, people use those as a basis for their fan characters, and then when they're good enough or they can draw a little bit better, they make their own fan character the way they see it. Kind of how mine went. So, that's all I gotta say. And it really just ticks me off with some of you Sonic fan brats, and you Sonic Amy fangirls. Oh, how you hate Sally for no apparent reason, just because of this. Because of this. That character was in a moment of weakness. Weakness. But oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she's this and that. Oh, she's a slut. Yeah, that's the one thing. You Sonic fangirls really make me sick with all the little excuses you have for not hating Amy. How would you just say you don't like the character? Just say that. Don't make all these stupid little excuses about, oh, Amy freaking hates Sally hates Amy and all that stuff, and how Sally basically stopped her from wanting to be a freedom fighter. She was too in the comic books. She was too young. Before you say that, she was too young. God dang. It's like all the time. All you freaking Sonic fangirls always have to say something. And okay, let me tell you another thing. I don't like it when you Sonic fangirls that are Shad Amy fans make Sonic look like he's an abusive prick, because he's not. He doesn't like Amy in that way, and you guys make it look like, oh, he's abusive and all this other stuff. I've seen fanfic like that, and it really ticks me off, especially with Sonic goes nuts and Shadow has to kill him in the end. Oh yes, I've seen that. I've seen that so much, and it's just so irritating. Ugh. I ain't saying I'm not saying the fandom's perfect. I'm not saying the fan base is perfect. No fan base really is by default. But in a sense, it's ours. It's our madhouse. It's our little nut factory. Whether we like it or not, we're a part of it. You know, it's all about doing good things for fan base instead of just doing like messed up things in fan base that make infamous for certain things, like Mario the Plumber and freaking Gligar Vids did. They're infamous, you know, for hating on Sonic. You know, and certain people that make like these fan stuff and make little fan animations, they're the people that you want to see. Not the Chris Chants, not the Not Whole residents of YouTube, not the Gligar Vids, not the Mario to Plumbers. You want to see the other guys that made Sonic Prologue. You want to see the other guys that make these Sonic fan games. And the reason I didn't talk about you classic Sonic fanboys that cling to the past, because I've said all I could say to you guys. You guys cling to your little bubble of Sonic stuff. You never want to try anything else. You just want to stay in that little time bubble. And any other Sonic game, you flat out hate. And before I get out of here, the thing about Sonic Boom is, for the people that make fun of those designs, and the one dude that was making fun of that, and actually talking about it and saying like, oh, which went freaking, they got like Anime and Win Me and Legend Core. Dude, shut the f up. If you don't like it, cool. Jesus. But don't be like making all these freaking references when it ain't even that. You just don't like it because, oh, it's different. It's different. Ooh. I'm done. I'm just saying, no fan base is perfect. And we all need to realize that. But that doesn't mean we can't try to make it better. Or at least put in an effort to try and do it. Well, see you guys later.